showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Check, pink. Black 40, hut.
This is Jordan. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. He has it at the 33. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground, here's Jordan. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready. Set, go.
Rattler now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. Caught by Pat Bryant. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they send their back in motion right. Here we go on 4th, Nix. He's got it. Complete to Bryant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. New set of downs for him from the 31. They send a tight end in motion. 1st and 10. It's Harvey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, ready.
Now it's Jordan. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Set, huh?
Rattler. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, here we go. Blue, 32, set.
Now Jordan. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down from the 42.
Set. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Throwing his Rattler. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and it showed some soft hands to bring it in.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll run. It's Jordan. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
From the gun, Rattler. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's the Broncos out in front. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
40. Set. Go.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Drill. 52. 52 blue. Check white.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this 1st down. They're going to try to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Rattler. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And goes to the hurry up here.
14 yards. And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
Jordan does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 33, yellow, hut, hut.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. Black, 95. Set, hut.
Handoff now, running right. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Fielded at the 7. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
At their own 29-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, my set.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chase, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Third and long for him here. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Okay, motion. Ready. Away.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow.
Rattler to the air now. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Rattler setting to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 45-yard line.
Rail. Yellow. Hut.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
4 yards on.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the 1st.
And the Steelers.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half.
At the 39-yard
More on
line.
Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Set. Hut. Set.
Rattler back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
Nix with it on 1st. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Breaks the tackle. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On the draw to give to Harvey. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Thinking quickly here.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Working inside the red zone.
Broncos first down.
Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts.
First down.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2-yard line.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Ready.
Designed run. Here's Nix. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Now it's second and goal from the 1. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Steelers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
Back to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Yeah. Running with, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. Now that Drake, you got a chip.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready.
Going left side. Here's Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll find his back. Harvey. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Osborne hauls it in. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Man in motion here. Giving this to Harvey. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. Catches made down the right sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down, Broncos.
They give up the middle to Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix, quick out wide, complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Set, cut.
Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is Jordan. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the 42.
Down. Ready.
From the gun, Rattler. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, here's Jordan. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready. Ready. Blue, 32.
On third down, here's Rattler. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from the zone read. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
A gain on the play of 73 yards. That's good.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for 2nd and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Broncos keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sails through good. And the Broncos make it a 24-point ball game.
Steelers 7.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Jordan. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
They'll run. It's Jordan. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
49-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Rattler now off the play action. This is Metcalf working that right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the double.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready, ready.
Here's Rattler. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
2nd down, give to Harvey. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Harvey once more. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They send a receiver in motion right. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Harvey straight ahead. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Garindo to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, right.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set.
Now it's Jordan. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Ready up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Another carry for him. He's still going at the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone.
Yellow, lining, black, 90 sec, huh?
They give it to him again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Third down, they need 7.
Down. Ready, go.
They'll throw, third and long. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. On the move, headed right. Makes his hit, he lost that football. But the Broncos will get it back. Oh, heads up play to recover that one. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different